Alright, hello everyone, this is Daniel Wiseman, and welcome to the block out of my Scraps level. I just like to say off the bat that one of the things I put a lot of work into is the lighting, and after I built it, uh, it, it was built with this washed out white winter wonderland look that I wasn't intending. It was supposed to be more dark, and I'm not sure what happened. So during the course of this class will be one thing that uh, I work on for sure. Um, it was supposed to be sort of a washed over sand look. This is all supposed to be uh, darker, and it all came out really white. So, anyway, so let's get started. So off the bat, one of the first setups is the doors that are red are locked. It says you need to find a key somewhere, so you need to find a key somewhere. There's only one turret in my level. Uh, It's right here. I didn't animate the bullets yet, but you do take damage, and sound feedback plays when you enter it. Um, there is a series of scrap caches you can find. Here's one back here. If the player chooses to search the area. So we're going to go into the only place he can go at the moment, right here. Right here, the door is going to tell us that it looks like it opens from a switch. So basically, he needs to find somewhere to open it. He being the player, excuse me, or she. This will be the exit. I just placed this here so it's easy to identify. They know where they're going to go when it's done. And then obviously it tells you that. The only thing you'd really achieve from going into the turret area is just the final scrap cache. It's sort of an optional objective, but the main function the turret functions as right now is to keep the player from cutting through. It's sort of a map guidance tool. It's to keep the player from cutting through the center of these buildings too early. Uh, I guess the only way to put it is to make the map a little bit longer. So checkpoint's been reached. I found a small carved stone. The player hasn't been told what that is. I sort of am taking a backwards approach to it as if the player didn't know where to go at first. As you can see, the objective ticks off the first keystone. So we're going to go ahead and go in here. And tell me I need to crouch. Obviously, would all be way darker, and to me it looked really good. It had these like nice beams coming through the boarded over windows. I thought it was cool, and then the build came out, and I was like not happy with the lighting at all. Obviously, I feel the level needs some more work, but as far as an alpha build, I was fairly happy with it. Okay, so right here is going to be another thing. Look around for an object to trigger this, or it looks like an object will trigger this. What I just found was the key to the second building, so that door is going to be gone, and this red, I try to keep red interactable in one way or another, so the red objects are going to be the physics objects. So we're going to go ahead and place the physics objects on this trigger. There you go, the little bit of feedback that I put in there, a little tick noise. And then it'll tell us here. Okay, so this door has three odd shapes that look like they hold objects. This is basically the keystones that I was gonna put a puzzle in there to like finish it, but coding is not exactly my forte, and I didn't really know how to do it. So the setups that I have in it now took me long enough. So the turret is now off. I found the deactivation code, so I can go get that. Once again, that's a totally optional thing. All these things are what I'm doing right now is totally optional. The player can complete the level without finding all these. If they wanted to get completion or 100% completion, they would obviously have to find them all. Okay, so I unlocked the door downstairs and I turned off the turret. So I'm basically, other than once I find the other two keystones, that's the only other reason I need to come back in here is open that door. Okay, so I found a small carved stone, so there's the second keystone. See if there's anything in here. Moving right along. Okay, so I can, now you can see the turret's off, the damage is off, the light's off. Pick up that scrap cache and move along my way. I'm planning on making some of these things a little bit more hidden. Like I said, it was supposed to be way darker. Like in here, it's supposed to be really dark, and the context tells you to. Oh, that's not the one. There's got to be one. The context tells you to, as you can see, turn on your flashlight. But it looks like this control. I used the same setup twice because I didn't want to not have a setup at all, and I couldn't really think of how else to do it. Well, before I do that, this is what the player will see that they can interact with that, or they'll go to this first, and it basically says, I need to find something to climb on. So if they were to go there first, it would tell them that. Otherwise, they would see that this is red and they can't touch it, so that they'll probably know that they can just move it right along to where it needs to be. I think maybe the ceiling in this could be taller. I didn't want it to be too tall, but I guess it seems to be working right now. Okay, so here we are on the second level. And go through here. We'll see that right here there is another panel to drop a physics object on. Okay. Grab cache, no physics object in here. This building, the visual I wanted to have for this building is sort of like a dark, like abandoned warehouse type of thing. And I thought it was kind of close to there. I just don't understand why it came out so bright. So, I mean, if anyone has any, obviously, advice, I would definitely love to hear it. That's why I guess we're all here, is to learn. And I don't really understand why it came out so much different than the build I had. Maybe I think maybe the hub scene's light is affecting it. Maybe, I'm not sure, but anyway, so we're going to drop this physics object on here. And it's going to be, the door downstairs is going to be open. So here we go. And see, like, right here how bright this is. It's just, it was just barely a light, you know, in the build, and now it's like, I don't understand. I'm confused. Okay, so here's the final keystone. Okay, sorry, I guess I never even mentioned, the overall objective of this mission is for the player to find force field plans. I guess it was meant to be sort of a beginning mission, you know, because I know that it's sort of a simple mission, but also because in the creative vision, force fields and stuff like that were like main parts of the story. So, so I'll come back up here, and I will. That door should be open now. There it is. It's open. Bam, checkpoint reached. Alright, so now that this has been all found, and it looks like I found all the scrap caches, so all the optional and main objectives are complete. So now the player is just going to have to head out of the area. Okay. Alrighty, and basically that's it. You have completed the level. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. And any advice you can give me on the lighting, that would be much appreciated because I'm not sure why it's so washed out and bright. It was much more moody in the Unity engine. So anyway, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing all your videos.